ESPN made a ranking of the top 5 or top 25 players in the WNBA. Let's react to it. And let's see what they are going to be saying. Players that that I think are top 25, they're not going to have on the list. Alana Smith, I believe, is a top 25 player. I do not think she's going to be on the list. I have not read this list at all. I have not read this list one bit. I think Alana Smith's not going to be on the list. I have a weird feeling Kayla McBride's not going to be on the list. I would assume 3 Fever players are going to be in there. Maybe 4 with DeWanna Bonner, but let's take a list. So, 25. I don't mind. 25 Angel Reese. That's fine. I actually think maybe Angel Reese might be a little bit low, if we're being honest. I think Angel Reese might be a little bit low. And 25, I thought she looked good. Says she spent a good bunch of her offseason work with Lisa Leslie and Unrivaled. The results should pay off. I mean, I think she's looked good in preseason. I think 25 might be a bit low. I genuinely do, but I would... If this is ESPN, which should be a prediction for the season. I don't know, maybe 25 is okay, because they might run a bit through Cardoso, but... No, I think 25 is a little bit low. I think it's a bit low. Ezzy Magbegor, 24. If Ezzy Magbegor is 24, I think Ezzy Magbegor versus Angel, I think that's a real debate. Ezzy Magbegor, in my opinion, is the best interior defender in the WNBA. I think Ezzy Magbegor is the best interior defender in the W. So I don't mind this positioning at all. But I would say with Jewel Lloyd's departure, the Storm last more of Magbegor. She averaged career high 13.8 points per game, making her all-star debut, but took a smaller role in the offense with Diggins and Eka Wumake. She bounced back from three-point range. Her bouncing back from three-point range. She had 24 last year, which isn't great, but I still think she should have been an all-star last year. Unpopular opinion, she should have been an all-star, especially over Bree Jones. But I don't mind her at 24. And fair enough, if she's 24, Angel 25 makes sense. But I also think Ezzy Magbegor is criminally underrated. Wait, they ranked Ezzy Magbegor 12 last year. Do we not remember when they ranked Caitlin Clark 15 coming out of the Olympic break? They ranked Ezzy Magbegor 12 last year. Because I remember getting annoyed because they put Ezzy Magbegor lower or higher than Caitlin. Like, who's ahead? Alicia Gray, 23. I don't know. I like Alicia Gray. I don't think Alicia Gray is better than Angel Reese. 22, Dearica Hamby. Bright spark for Sparks last season. Hamby had a career year. Averaged 3.5 assists, double-doubles. Went to her third All-Star nod. Now in her third season in LA. Will have more help playing alongside Kelsey Plum, her close friend. And Sparks look to return to the playoffs. You see, I don't know. I don't know what the story is with Dearica Hamby this year, because I'm not projecting anything crazy from Hamby purely because I think that Rakia Jackson's going to take a bigger offensive load. I think that you're going to see a bigger Kelsey Plum doing her thing. Obviously Sims. I think Hamby's going to be probably the player that stats take a hit. Aaliyah Boston 21. Don't hate it. Don't hate Aaliyah 21. She's an all-star. I think she's going to be a fringe all-star again this year. I think it's going to take a couple of games before she really figures it out. But I do kind of like point center Aaliyah Boston. I do like the point center, to be honest. Ryan Howard at 20. When Ryan Howard's at her best, she's top 5. When Ryan Howard's not at her best, she's not top. She can lose you a game. I think if you're asking me who I would take, Ryan Howard or Enrique, give me a Ryan Howard. But I think her defense is more important than anything. We're watching this game right now, and in fairness, she's looked okay. 4 of 8 from the field, 11. Actually, no, she's looked good, in fairness. She's played 70 minutes in the first half. The Atlanta Dream are really going for this. But, no, Ryan Howard, I think, is going to be very, very solid. Jewel Lloyd is not better than Ryan Howard. Jewel Lloyd is not better than Leah Boston. Jewel Lloyd is not better than Ezzy Magbegor. Jewel Lloyd is not better than Angel Reese. Jewel Lloyd is not better than, I would assume Cardoso's not on this list. She's not better than Ariel Atkins. Calling Jewel Lloyd the 19th best player in the W after the season she had last year is crazy. Lloyd's arrival in Vegas helps make up for the loss of Kelsey Plum. They should just take him along. Firmly keeping the ace in the championship contention conversation. They should have just taken Malonga and left Tiffany Hayes there. Like, if they had just put Tiffany Hayes in the starting lineup and they just used the Kelsey Plum trade to get the 2 pick and take Malonga, they'd be in a 100% better situation. Her efficiency, 3-point shooting, struggled. The team fizzled after the Olympic break, but a fresh start could help her discover her form. And with plenty of help around Angel Wilson, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, she won't be asked to do it off the A's. Fair enough. Skylar Diggins at 18. I don't agree. I don't hate it, but I don't agree. Skylar Diggins' season-long stats from 2024 don't tell the whole story. After giving birth to her second child, missing the entire 2023, she wasn't at peak performance during the first 2 months of last season. Following the Olympic break, she averaged 18 points on 48% of the field. Fair enough. Like, I'm not gonna say that she was bad, but like 18, I don't know. Like, if you're asking me who's better, her or for her team, her or Magba, I'll take Ezzy. Brittany Griner, 17. I mean, the way she's looking today, that might be low, you know. The way she's looking today, that might be low. She hit 2 threes to start the game. Like, I was very much like, oh, maybe with Carl Semesco might be a struggle, but with the way she's playing today, like, she might be higher than 17. Chelsea Gray, 16. I'm sorry, like, I'm not putting her here based on Unrivaled. Like, Skylar Diggins was 100 times better than Chelsea Gray last year, and she was exceptional in Unrivaled. If you're putting Chelsea Gray at 16 based on Unrivaled, like, I'm sorry, Chelsea Gray was the 9th best point guard in the WNBA last year. I am not putting Chelsea Gray at 16. To say that we made a mid-season ranking, Chelsea Gray might be in 16 is fine. I think it's crazy putting Chelsea Gray in 16 to start the season based on how bad she was last season. Like, she's hitting her shots, but she still can't really move. Like, apparently last season she averaged 15 and 7. I don't know. Kayla McBride, 15. Thank God. I thought we weren't going to see her on the list. 15, perfect. Give me her over Kelsey Plum, but I think 15 is too low, but it's not that low. Alana Smith not being on this list is criminal. But Arike at 14. I don't know. I just don't. Arike is better than Jewel Lloyd. In my opinion, Arike is not better than Ryan Howard. Like, she led the league in steals and free throws. I don't really care. Like, she just shoots every time she touches the ball. Like, I just don't. To be fair, maybe it's just a thing that, like, I don't rate those type of players. She can win you a game by herself. At her best, she can look like the best player in the league, but, like, she can also lose you. She can also lose you a game. Kelsey Mitchell at 13. Kelsey Mitchell over Arike. ESPN, you know ball. You know ball. And by the way, when Kelsey Mitchell is playing like mini Arike, no. When Kelsey Mitchell's going dribble, step back long 2, no. But Kelsey Mitchell off the ball, she's a better cutter than Arike. She's a better spot-up shooter than Arike. So when she's able to do that stuff, she's fantastic. And I hope that she does that a little bit more this season. Satu at 12. Don't hate it. Don't hate Satu at 12, but I would have Satu lower than 12. I would have Satu lower than 12. She didn't have a good Olympics. She didn't have a good last season. She didn't even have a good Unrivaled. And if you're going to use Unrivaled to put Chelsea Gray 16, you're going to have to put Satu down. I just don't. I know you're judging by 2023 season, but that's the only season I think that she's played over 20 games in her career. So Satu at 12 for me is a bit high. Kat Copper at 11 is a bit low. I think Kat Copper is so good. I think her ability to play both ends of the floor. I think her ability to just cook. I think Kat Copper being 11 is low. I don't think it's incredibly low, but I think it's low. I think it is really, really low. I thought she was a big reason why they won the Olympics. I thought her defense was huge in some of those games. And yeah, Kat Copper I think she's fantastic. Kelsey Plum is not better than Kalia Copper. Kelsey Plum is not better. Maybe better than Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Plum is not better than Kayla McBride. There's no way. There's no way Kelsey Plum's the 10th best player in the WNBA. And also, I don't think Kelsey Plum's a point guard. I don't think she's a point guard. And Caitlin Clark is the biggest shot chucker in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, I'm pretty sure, shot like 7 times a game less than Enrique and averaged like 30 less points. But yeah, Kelsey Plum she's good. I think 10's low, is a bit high. Jackie Young at 9. I need to see who's higher, but I rate Jackie Young super high. The problem with Jackie Young is a little bit like the problem with Kalia Copper, is that when Jackie Young is focused on defense, she only plays defense. Like when Jackie Young plays offense, she only focuses on offense. They're two-way players, but it's really hard to. If in basketball, it's really hard to be a two-way player and take on the best assignment and then still be there on offense. Whereas a lot of the time, you see Jackie Young not play one and not the other, but like when she's absolutely locking somebody down, it can sometimes be a bit of a struggle for her offense, and same vice versa. Nneka Nwumike 8. If you'd asked me this during the season, yeah, she was so bad in the playoffs. That's all I'm going to say. Like, she was so bad. Sabrina Ionescu 7. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fair again. 1-19 in the finals. It was not a great game, game 5, but she did hit the shot that I was there for in game 3, the big one to win the game 3. So, like, not a great shooting percentage, but if she can get back up to what she was a couple of years back from 3, she'd be fantastic. Jonquel 6. Yeah. Jonquel is, no question about it, the 6th best player in WNBA, the best center, if you consider age at power forward, the best center by a long shot. An absolutely fantastic player. Like, Jonquel's well-deserved finals MVP. Alyssa Thomas at 5. Yeah, I like Alyssa Thomas at 5, and I really like her on Phoenix Mercury. I like Alyssa Thomas. I think she's really good on defense. She's a dog. She's her passing is exceptional. She's kind of like the best possible version of what prime Ben Simmons could have been in the NBA. And let's be real, people were saying prime Ben Simmons. We had Colin Cowherd saying the NBA is good because prime Ben Simmons when LeBron leaves. So no, Alyssa Thomas is fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and I don't really care what anyone says. 5 is fine. 4, Caitlin. I have Caitlin over Stewie. I think Stewie was bad enough in the playoffs last year. I didn't think Stewie was good last season. I think putting her at 4 is fair. I think it's fair. I would put her above Stewie. I don't have her cracking top 2 yet. I think 4. I'm not pissed at 4, but I do also think that she could have been higher. She could be higher and should be higher. 3 is what I would put as the spot for Caitlin. She'll have to adjust to playing a new system with new teammates. We know Caitlin. We know Caitlin's not going to have to do that. But 4, I will say. Someone said it. Yeah, there. I'm not angry with 4, but I don't agree. I'll accept 4. That is the exact same thing. I wouldn't be angry with this. I think putting her behind Alyssa Thomas after last season would be crazy, which we saw a few people do. But 4 is fine. 4 is fine. We can't forget ESPN put her at like 14 after she had a month where she averaged like 21 and 13 and set the assist record. Stewie 3. After the All-Star break, Stewie took her game up. She was not good in the playoffs. She had a couple of good games, but no, Stewie. I'll have to say Stewie. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue Stewie at 3. But I do think by the end of the season, my prediction based on the season is that Caitlin will be better than Stewie by the end of the season. Stewie is on a bit of a downturn in her career. Still really good, but I don't know. Then you've got Fee. There's the 1A, 1B in Aja and Fee Collier. I'm not going to argue either way. Fee is exceptional. Obviously was terrible yesterday, but like at the same time, Aja hasn't been good in preseason either. But yeah, the two of them are the 2 best players. They both do different things. You're very much gotten your like Joel Embiid type dominant force versus your Tim Duncan, do it all, do a bit of everything, play anywhere, guard anyone type player in Fee. And it all depends on the team. I think for the Aces team, Aja Wilson is the best. I think if you swapped Aja and Fee, both the Aces and the Lynx will get worse. I think if you swapped them, I think they're perfect for their teams. I think they are, for me, Fee's bet. I would take Fee, but I'm not going to make an argument either way. In my opinion, it's hard to argue against the two of these. I think maybe by the end of the season, Caitlin gets in that conversation, but the two of these are going to be 100% the top two players. So there are players that aren't going to be on the list that I would have, like Alana Smith. I wouldn't have Jewel Lloyd top 25. I wouldn't have Chelsea Gray top 25, but she could potentially get in there. I would 100% have Alana Smith in there. However, you never know. You could put in like Leonie Fiebich if it's a projection for the season, but yeah, I don't mind this list. This is actually surprisingly a decent list from ESPN. This is the same publication that said the Fever were going to be the 6th best team in the WNBA this year, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe, was it ESPN? Either way, I don't mind it. Not too bad at all.